everyone. So I am doing this for the first time, but I'm going to make some gluten-free Play-Doh from scratch. And it's basically, I think it's pretty much similar to normal Play-Doh recipes when you make your own, but instead of regular flour, you use rice flour. Lex has still not had gluten. I don't know if he actually has an issue with it, but we're just avoiding it for now. So the recipe calls for, and I'll post this down below, 1 1/4 cups of rice flour, 1/2 cup of salt, my salt, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, sorry, I'm looking at my phone, a cup of water, and you can add coloring if you want to make it colored. You add that to the water, so I added a few drops of blue food coloring. Ideally, I would prefer to use like natural food coloring, but this is just what we had, just regular food coloring. It's the blue from the Neon food coloring. And then a tablespoon of oil, and you can, if you want, add some vanilla extract, or I assume other extracts if you wanted to do peppermint or whatever, you could do that. So let's see how this works. So we're going to put the flour, salt, cream of tartar into pot on the stove, and then add the water, the food coloring obviously, and the oil. Lex is down at my feet. So mix that together, and then I'm going to add the water with the food coloring. Try not to dye the whole kitchen. And the 1 tablespoon of oil. So I'm going to mix this together, and then I'm going to heat it up now. Got it in the trash. I'm going to heat it over medium heat for about 5 minutes. Now it's pretty well mixed together and everything, so I am just going to heat it on medium heat for about 5 minutes, or until it starts pulling away from the sides of the pan. So I cooked it for about 5 minutes until it started really coming together as like a dough. Now I have it turned out on some parchment paper on the counter, and I'm a little nervous that I overcooked it because, I don't know, it just seems a little bit dry. So there's the, sorry, I'm trying to do this on my iPad. There's the dough. It's still hot. It's going to cool off a bit. That's the dough, and then there's still some on the bottom of the pan that kind of stuck to it. I'm going to try to scrape some of it off, but I think that might be kind of a lost cause. But yeah, so I'm going to let this cool for a bit, and then do some kneading, and hopefully it'll come together. It actually feels like it's probably going to be a pretty good texture, so hopefully it'll turn out well. It has pretty much cooled off. I've kneaded it a little bit, and it's not bad. We'll see. We'll see how it holds up. It feels a little bit drier than like regular Play-Doh, but of course, like store-bought Play-Doh is going to be have a little bit of a better texture than homemade Play-Doh anyway. So yeah, but it seems pretty good. So this is like, I don't know, 2/3 of the batch. Is that better? So yeah, it seems pretty moldable, and Lex has never played with Play-Doh before, so this is going to be kind of a first experience for it. So I think it's a pretty decent recipe. One recommendation was to store it in the fridge to make it last longer, which I think is probably a good idea. And so, you know, I think this is a nice little project. It's really quick to do, and we'll see if Lex enjoys playing with it. Is it blue?
No.
Do you like it?
No.
Look, you can smush it.
Two.
What do you think?
2.
One more?
Okay.